This week, we want to ask you for your thoughts. As you know, the government has put into place some new mechanisms by which we can potentially begin as a country to come out of lockdown. We take those guidelines really seriously as a church and want to encourage you to really observe those. Not just for your own safety, but also for the safety for others, right? And I think we would all feel real solidarity with that. My gut feel is that it's going to be a while longer before we're all going to be able to gather in a gathered place, like we have known in the past. So it is very likely that over July, over the rest of this month, June, July, and then maybe August and September, we're going to continue to meet on Sundays online. However, there might be some other ways that we can unlock as a church where we can begin to meet and connect up in safe ways. But this is something I'm really keen to do together and to kind of read how we do this. Because Sundays online are becoming a really key part, it's very likely that we are getting on Sundays about 150 people connecting in and watching in on different devices. This is exciting. This has a reach that we just do not normally get when we meet together. And so there's something about those Sundays that we'd like to begin to get a rhythm and an appeal that is working for us. So we're going to be sending some questions out, and I'd really ask for your feedback, which will help us design something that continues to be meaningful and connecting and grow, and a growth point for us. We're also going to be looking at the way we are responding to the community at this time, and we're also going to be looking at the way we can do small groups, perhaps meeting in our larger settings around 83A at room 1. It's possible that we can begin at a certain point to make that room available for social distancing around, and we're going to be looking at how can we come out of lockdown in a really effective way. And what I'd like to know is, what are the things that we really value, and what are the things that we'd like to continue, and what are the things that we would really want to come back to. So we're very much up for designing what the new will look like, and we want to do that together. I've also been really encouraged by the different giftings and voices and stories that have been coming out from across our community. I don't want that to end. I want that to continue. And over June, as we go from looking at the Holy Spirit, we're going to be then looking at the giftings that Jesus placed in the church for the church to express the fullness of Jesus. And I just think this is a time for the church to arise like we've never seen before. It is an army, and it's got no superstars. We are in it together to be a people that are in pursuit of Jesus and are about transforming our communities. Because as a church, at our heart, we want to be Jesus-centered. We want to be a community that's about being relationally connected. We want to be a church that is passionate about reaching our communities. And we want to be about, ultimately, the transformation of our hearts and lives and the transforming of our communities to become more like Jesus and to reflect the kingdom of heaven here on earth. This is what we are committed to as a church. And I'm loving the ways that you're leaning into this at this time. So look out for more, and keep strong, keep connected, and we're going to come out of this stronger than we were before we went in. Thank you, and have a blessed and a really great week.